Hello, Facebook ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello, guys. This is podcast 109. Today, we're going to talk about Andromeda. We haven't touched at all about it and talked about it. Just to clarify before we start even talking about Andromeda and what it is, that most of the times I'm taking my decisions based on what I see on the ad accounts instead of what Meta says or the clarification of an algorithm or the manual or whatever. So this is what we're going to do. I haven't found any good, really good articles about it. This had something inside, but still there are inside, like running grids ads and all of that, and everything consolidation for sure. And basically the whole principle that they say about Andromeda is that it cares more about feeding it all the time with creatives instead of doing multiple campaigns and all of that. Still, consolidation doesn't work for me. When it's going to work, you're going to be the first that you're going to hear it, because I'm going to start doing only one campaign. But at the end of the day, it doesn't work. Before we go to our main topic, which is Andromeda, let's discuss a little bit about the results. So the results have declined a little bit. It's not anything crazy. It's not like anything crazy is happening right now on the platform. But I would say that they are okay. Nothing crazy, nothing really bad, That's my opinion about the results the previous week. Now, let's start by reading the article, and I will talk about the things that I find important. Meta Andromeda AI, a new era in ad targeting. Introduction of Andromeda. Meta has launched Andromeda, a revamped ad delivery system capable of processing 10 of million of ad candidates in milliseconds. Performance metrics. Early results indicate a 6% improvement in ad recall, 8% boost in ad quality for selected segments, 22% increase in ROAS for advertisers using Advantage plus Creative, and 7% rise in conversion for business utilizing AI image generation. When I see things like we improve 5%, 6%, and it comes from Meta, I just ignore them most of the times. Now, the fact that they say 22% increase in ROAS using Advanced plus Creative, maybe. But we know Advanced plus Creative has its own issues generating images that we don't want to, and all of that. Then we have over here a tweet from Nate. Of course, it's going to be a little bit dramatic from more people talking about if you're running ads on Meta. Andromeda changed the game. Top 3 things advertisers do. Feed the beast with creative volume. Andromeda prioritizes retrieval efficiency, meaning it will favor advertisers who give it more options to show, and it has more. My big question is that when somebody is posting something like this, you have seen Andromeda and you say game has changed, you have to do this and that. How do you know? Have you tested it? Have you seen if it's going to work like this? The second part of increasing monetization efficiency is improving marketing performance. The ongoing enhancements to our ads ranking systems are an important driver of this work. In the second half of 2024, we introduced an innovative new machine learning system in partnership with NVIDIA called Andromeda. This more efficient system enabled 10,000 times more. So they introduced it there. Now, let's see what experts recommend to advertisers. Increase creative volume to provide the algorithm with more options. That's something that I agree with. Embrace broader targeting strategies. I completely agree with it. It doesn't mean that it's always going to work into your ad accounts, but for sure having broad as your main goal for the end, it's the go-to situation. Focus on post-click performance metrics. Like post-click, like add to cart, initiate checkout, and all of that. Expect volatility. As with previous major updates, advertisers should anticipate some performance fluctuations during the transition period. We see these fluctuations for months now. But it's not because of Andromeda, because Andromeda was introduced in 2024, okay? Don't forget that. Now, there are these opinions over here. I'm going to read it. While I strongly disagree with it, it's coming from a guy called Blake. He says rich campaigns are a waste of money. False. This campaign had zero ROAS in Meta but drove an incredible high ROAS for us. The campaign was effective for us because we took ad that represented brand well and pushed that message out to a very targeted group of people. So I don't believe in rich campaigns. If you just want to do a very small budget rich campaign and you spend a lot of money, be my guest. But I don't think that it's going to be part of any strategy that people will do. Most of the times it's also junk traffic. Now, if you have a very big brand like Coca-Cola or whatever, yes, you can do rich campaigns because it's different over there. And then it has case studies. A rich campaign with zero ROAS in meta attribution window resulted in a 5% revenue lift for one brand. Bullshit. There are other things that I don't believe it. Another brand emphasized the importance of volume and mix of campaigns types to maximize impact. My problem with this is that it always pushes concepts that Meta would like you to use so that you can spend more money with them. And it's never something that, okay, do this, it's better. You will spend less money with us, but it's better. It's never this option, okay? It has to be always an option that you will spend more money, but you're going to do better. Key insights. Approximately 95% of the audience isn't ready to buy immediately. Algorithm optimizing for conversions often miss top of funnel audiences. Short attribution windows can overlook the full customer journey. Omnichannel selling complicates attribution, making brand awareness crucial. Don't run rich campaign, guys. It's not going to help you at all. And then we have Amazon profit challenges, declining valuations. Drop from the solo stove dropping from 2 billion to under 100 million. And here we have a tweet that says Amazon raises their fees to pocket more profits without improving service and consumers pay the price. Our average sale price in the last 12 months has increased by 19.9% while our actual profits have decreased. So sellers are making less, consumers are paying more, and Amazon is making more. So companies that raise significant funds to acquire Amazon native brands are now facing challenges, with some preparing for bankruptcy. The thing about the Andromeda, so that we can close this, is that it is an algorithm. So I did believe that the whole thing about the more broad, it's coming from the iOS thing. So even in the course inside now that I'm preparing, I had a section where I'm saying that we have here is the iOS. From the right side is broad targeting. From the left side is doing laser focus targeting, the things that we used to do before iOS. So before iOS, we were having this situation that you were going to target more with interests, and you will do all of these kind of things, and then maybe broad to some accounts. I used to use a lot broad in accounts that I was scaling, but there was no point of using broad in smaller accounts, for example. We were focusing more in the laser focus targeting, as we used to call it. And by the way, we're having also amazing interest from interest that they were talking about you owning a dog or owning a house or your income. And that was good because we were able to actually target more efficiently. After iOS, because we lost so many people that we can target, but we lost also the data that are coming inside the platform because of the people not being targeted, I thought that it was the time to start doing more broad. And I was actually right, because this is how it was working. But as we can see now, it's also part of the Andromeda algorithm, which really likes broader targeting, and it can actually make it happen with broader targeting. The other thing is the creatives. I talked many times about the way that I see that Meta wants to see the whole situation. They want to make a platform which is going to be really easy for everyone to use, and you're just going to feed it with creatives. That's why we have all of these Advantage Plus features and stuff that basically they're limiting more and more the things that we can do, and they want the platform to be easy for someone to just go toss creatives inside, even these creatives being altered by the AI, and have results. This is what I believe that Meta actually wants from people to use the platform. And this is why the Andromeda is more focused on the creative side and on AI enhancements, so that people are not going to do almost nothing, and they will just have the site and everything, and they will just drop creatives inside without deciding how they're going to do the settings or what kind of targeting they are going to do. These are things that I'm not against, but I do believe still that there's going to be a more professional way of doing ads. Consolidation for sure is something that I believe that it's not going to happen, especially for stores like clothing stores or stuff. The designs are the different angles, and from the daily loop and all of that I do believe in multiple campaigns and different things. So I believe that over there, I don't know if Andromeda is going to do something different, but for sure consolidation is not the way. The second thing is that creatives, it is the way. I have seen them more and more and more influence the CPMs, for example, everything, okay? Creatives is everything, even targeting, okay? Your creative can be your targeting, because if your creative in the first 10 seconds makes people resonate with it, then it's also a targeting for you. So creatives, yes, I agree with it. And then broad targeting, I totally agree with it. I think that I will use interest or lookalikes on problematic ad accounts or new pixels that I haven't found yet a sustainable way of using broad targeting. Broad targeting is something that we should use for the future. So I do agree on these settings from Andromeda. Yeah, that's all. And I do believe that the new campaign style that is coming is also to this direction of you do nothing, give us only the creatives, and we will do the rest. Let's go to your questions. How's website and shop working now in 2025? Thanks as always. Okay, let's recap a little bit on what happened in 2025. So on 2025 we had January, which was good. We were coming also from a November and December, which were really good. This year, the previous year, the Cyber Monday was on December, in the first days of December. So it was a pretty good year in the 2024, especially in the Q4, and then we had a rough Q1. In January we had good results. February, March we started seeing some drop, not so good results. Then it recovered in this month. In my opinion, this month was okay, not bad like March and February. Of course, to whatever I'm saying, there are always exceptions to the rule, and there are some brands that they were doing amazingly well, even all of these months not being impacted at all. Most of the times, the brands that they haven't been impacted are brands that they haven't scaled, so they're not playing to the verge of being profitable or unprofitable because they have scaled a lot and they go for growth, but this is another discussion. So this is what we have so far. We have also some difficulties with all of the tariff things and everything that's happening. We don't know what's going to happen. And for sure, dropshipping has been hurted a lot in the United States, and they are trying to find other ways of advertising. 3 days ago, it was announced in Greece that Temu is opening a facility here, that they're going to ship products faster in Greece, which means that Temu, after stopping advertising in USA, they're focusing more in other markets because of the tariffs. Makes total sense. This is what other people also do, and they're going to focus in EU mostly, so that they can be able to recover from all of that. Next one. Nice video. When do you stop with this strategy then? Can I just duplicate and double budget without adding new assets or creative, like an ABO scale strategy, but with CBO? So I'm having the sense over here that again we see a lazy approach. So I'm putting all the effort, I'm doing a video, I'm explaining to you the strategy, and then the first thing that you do is you say, okay, but how can I scale with the same creatives, increasing the budget, blah, blah, because I'm lazy and I don't want to do more creatives. I feel a little bit hurted, when I see this thing. So I'm showing you videos, I'm showing you strategies, all of these things, the daily loop theory. I'm trying to put examples into my head to explain to you, and then you come with a comment. When do you stop with the strategy? Can I just duplicate and double the budget without adding new assets or creative all the time? The answer is no. You know the answer already. You know that you cannot just keep doing that and have good results. just keep doing other campaigns with other creatives. Thanks, man. What is the frequency of launching new campaigns? Do you advise launching one per day or one per week, or does it not matter? I think that your spend really matters over here. One per day, I think it's too excessive, unless if you're doing your own unique strategy and it's part of your strategy. But normally I would launch once or twice per week, depending, maybe on bigger budgets 3 times per week. It really depends, or it depends on how strong the ad account is. If I know that my campaigns, they will show me if they work in 2 days, then I can launch new creatives every 2-3 days. If I know that they're taking 7 days to show me results, then I will take my time. What do you mean when you say trend pixel? What are the characteristics of it? We have a whole thing on the course about it. So just to put it in very simple words, when we talk about the trend pixel, we talk about a pixel that broad targeting is working. Very important. That you are launching a campaign and it's not dying after 2 days. So it's not taking good results for 2 days and then it dies. You see more stability. And when you trust, and so you have stability, you're able to use broad targeting, and your campaigns are not dying super fast after you launch them. These are some indications that your pixel is trained, and the fact that whenever you do a campaign, you have some results, not like you have 0 sales. What are the characteristics of it? To be old enough with same products to spend a lot of money with good results or with bad results. Sometimes pixels are getting trained with bad results and then they turn around. Of course, their owners are also fixing things on the funnel. But yeah, I hear all the time this word trend pixel. Can you please provide some explanation of this term? As always, I agree with most of you referred in the video. As I think I'm a new pixel, keep up the good job. So this is coming from a video that it was a new pixel and I was showing how you train it. That's why. I will see you guys on the next podcast. This is the end of the first part of the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. If you don't want to miss the second half of the podcast, where I'm answering all the remaining questions of the week, visit my Patreon page following the link on the description. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.